Imagine this. You walk into a room, and without saying a word, people notice. Maybe they try to look away. Maybe they can't. Something about you just draws them in. It's subtle, it's invisible, and yet it's terrifyingly effective. You might think attractiveness is about a perfect face, a chiseled jawline, or the way your hair catches the light. But no, that's what everyone wants you to believe. Real attraction, the kind that makes people pause mid-sentence, the kind that lingers in the corners of their mind, is far darker, far stranger, and far more psychological than any mirror could tell you. Today, we're diving into 10 dark psychology signs that you're more attractive than you think. The signs that don't scream beauty, they whisper influence, mystery, and a subtle power people can't resist. Number 10, the lingering effect. After someone interacts with you, they don't just forget. They replay your words, your expressions, your subtle gestures in their mind like a haunting melody. People carry you in their subconscious, pondering, questioning, wishing they could touch that enigma again. That lingering effect isn't superficial beauty, it's deeper, it's psychological, and it's far more potent than any Instagram filter, expensive clothes, or carefully posed selfies. Number 9. You're unafraid of discomfort. Most people avoid tension, dodge confrontation, shy away from the darker sides of existence. But you face it. You lean into it. You walk through discomfort like a shadow through a dimly lit corridor. And people notice. They may fear you, they may envy you, but they can't help but respect the audacity, the strength, the courage to just be in a way that terrifies and fascinates simultaneously. That fearless authenticity? It's intoxicating. Number 8. Dark humor and sarcasm. You see the absurdity of the world and the ridiculousness in people's facades, and you comment, sometimes subtly, sometimes sharply. Sarcasm is a form of intellect disguised as wit. It's attractive because it signals intelligence, awareness, and a refusal to settle for mediocrity. People laugh, but they're also thinking, who is this? Why do they see through everything? That edge is magnetic. Number 7, subtle dominance. It doesn't scream, it doesn't roar, it doesn't need to. It's in the way you move, the way you occupy space, the way your opinions carry weight without being forced. People may not consciously notice it, but they feel it. And humans are wired to respect and follow subtle power. That silent dominance draws them closer, makes them linger, makes them remember you long after you've left. Number 6, selective mystery. You don't reveal yourself too easily. You answer questions just enough to intrigue, to keep people guessing. You let others chase your shadow, interpret your silence, and imagine your depths. That mystery? It's a psychological trap. Humans are wired to seek closure. When you deny it, you create tension, fascination, and yes, attraction. People think they want to know everything about you, but deep down, they love that they can't. Number 5. Confidence without arrogance. It's a fine line, isn't it? Too much confidence, and people roll their eyes. Too little, and they ignore you. But you've mastered the art of quiet assurance. You don't need to speak loudly. You don't need to dominate conversations. Your confidence seeps through your posture, your gestures, your eye contact. And it's irresistible because it's real. People smell authenticity like predators sniff out fear. And authenticity is seductive. Number 4. Emotional intensity. Not everyone has it, but you do. Maybe it's a flash of laughter that makes people uncomfortable, a stare that seems to see through their carefully curated persona, or a subtle smirk that hints you know more than you let on. Intensity is scary. People want comfort, but they're magnetically attracted to chaos. Your presence is a storm, and people feel alive when they brush against it. even if it frightens them. Number 3, unpredictability. You don't do the obvious. You don't play by the predictable script that society hands out like cheap candy. You surprise people, sometimes subtly, sometimes in ways that unsettle them. That unpredictability sparks curiosity. And curiosity, my friend, is the dark twin of desire. People are drawn to what they can't fully understand, to what keeps them on edge. And if they can't predict you, they can't resist you. Number 2, you make people feel seen. Not in a fake, I like your shirt way. No, you penetrate the shallow layer everyone wears like armor. You make them feel like their chaotic thoughts, their hidden fears, their tiny quirks are not just noticed, but understood. That's dangerous. People don't know why they're drawn to you. They just know that in your presence, their masks falter, and they want more. It's an intoxicating form of power. And finally, number 1, the silent observer. You notice things most people don't. A slight twitch in someone's face, a hesitation in their voice, a micro-expression barely anyone can detect. You listen, not just with your ears, but with your eyes, your intuition, your gut. People might think you're quiet, detached, maybe even bored. Little do they know, this quiet observation is magnetic. Humans are drawn to those who seem to understand more than they say. It's not arrogance. It's subtle dominance, and it's ridiculously attractive. So, if you recognize these traits in yourself, don't be fooled by the polite smiles or whispered compliments. You're operating on a level most people can't even perceive. You're attractive not because of what meets the eye, but because of what you awaken in others. The curiosity, the fascination, the tension, the subtle fear, and the desire. People aren't drawn to you because you're safe or easy to understand. They're drawn because you are a dark, mysterious force, quietly bending the world to the rhythm of your presence. And here's the kicker. The more you understand these signs, the more dangerously powerful you become. Because true attraction isn't about conforming to standards, following trends, or smiling on cue. It's about owning your quirks, embracing your intensity, and letting the shadows of your personality ripple through those around you in ways they can't control. That's the real allure. That's the dark truth most people will never admit. So, next time someone hesitates, stares a little too long, laughs at a joke you didn't even tell, or lingers in your presence, remember, these aren't coincidences. These are your signs. The dark psychology of attraction isn't loud, it isn't obvious, and it certainly isn't polite. It's subtle, unnerving, and unforgettable. And if you play it right, it can make you nearly impossible to forget.